Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 8. I can't believe it's already Episode 8, which is also the finale for Part 1. Remember, Season 11 is 3 parts, so this is the finale for Part 1. I'm super excited for it. It looks like it's going to be a pretty big episode. I'm very excited to talk about this trailer. So remember, this is episode 8 trailer. So, if you haven't seen episode 7, which was like the early premiere on AMC Plus, be sure to go check that out and then come back to this video. So just like a general spoiler warning in case you're not caught up with The Walking Dead up to episode 7. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we still have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. I mean, a lot. Like The World Beyond is premiering, and then we also got Fear the Walking Dead, and then of course still season 11 videos, breaking down trailers and teasers for the second part, which I'm very excited about as well. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so let's break down this trailer. So the episode title, I believe it's called For Blood, which is a pretty interesting title. So we saw at the end of episode 7 that Maggie, her group, it's a pretty small group, but just like the 4 of them, and I think I'm not even sure how many of them are Whisperers. Is it just Maggie and Negan? Is Elijah in there? I don't think Gabriel's a Whisperer. I think he's doing something else, so we'll see. But the point is, Maggie is bringing a bunch of walkers over to Meridian where the Reapers are at, and you can see that here in the opening of the trailer. You got the group here at Meridian, and they're looking at all the walkers, and Leah actually says they're kind of like noticing there's something wrong with the walker herd. Leah says, why are they moving like that? So I think obviously she probably saw, like some of the Whisperers. I keep saying Whisperers, but it's like Maggie in her group, right? Like, but I just keep saying Whisperers, but you know what I mean. So like she sees them, and I think they're probably just like having different movements in the walkers. So she's probably getting a little suspicious, and I think Daryl might catch on to it, which I would think would be pretty interesting if he does. And we'll see if he stays silent about it. That's something that I'm wondering. Let me know what you think. Do you think he'll stay silent about the whisper technique or tactic that they're doing, or will he tell Leah? Because I think it's gonna be a big moment in this episode. Like, is Leah? I'm assuming that this episode is probably gonna wrap up the Reaper arc. I don't think the Reaper arc will go into the second half, especially, or not. It's not even the second half. The second part. It would be the second third of the season, which is great, of course. But yeah, I don't think the Reaper arc will go into the second part of the season. Especially since this is like a big climatic moment, I think, with all the walkers and everything like that. So we'll see what happens with Leah and Daryl. Is Leah gonna join the group? Is something going to happen, or let me know what you think in the comments down below. Honestly, I could see it really going both ways. Like, I could see her joining the group, and I could see something potentially happening to her. Maybe Daryl shows, maybe there could be like a moment, between her and Daryl saying goodbye or something like that. Maybe she gets hurt. Maybe Maggie or somebody in Maggie's group, accidentally takes her out just because they assume she's a Reaper. Or maybe a walker takes her out. Who knows? Anything can go down here. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what do you think is going to happen. But I think if they're going for the drama of it and in a big moment and stuff like that, or big moments in this episode, since it's like the finale of part 1, yeah, I kind of feel like maybe something will happen to her. We'll see. But yeah, continuing on, so you can see like all the walkers. You got this Reaper here, and he's basically like telling them that they have like a situation going on with all the walkers. And he's just like standing here in the middle of this herd, which is like not a good idea at all. But yeah, you can see that the walkers are obviously attacking Meridian. Over at Alexandria, there seems to be a storm, and walkers are also getting in. So pretty big walker episode, which honestly I kind of like, because like we haven't had moments like this in a long time. But yeah, in Alexandria there's a storm, and Aaron says like the storm blew down the wall, which is why I think all the walkers are coming in. And you can see they're like boarding up all the windows and stuff like that. Virgil is also there, which is pretty cool. So I'm probably going to talk about Virgil, sometime in the future, more specifically on him. But I think he's going to have a pretty important role in the show. Like, remember he knows about Michonne leaving and Rick and everything like that. So I don't think he's gonna stay silent about that. So we'll see what happens. But I want to get through this trailer. I don't want to segue into a whole conversation about Virgil and Rick and Michonne. Although we will talk about Michonne in just a second, because we get to see her katana, I think. But somebody runs outside. I think this is Rosita. Rosita is running outside. I think she's gonna fight some walkers. I think we're also gonna see her a little bit later in the trailer, which kind of shows some good signs that maybe they're gonna have some interesting stuff with her character this episode. If you've been watching my reviews of the episodes, I've been saying, like, every time there's an episode with Rosita in it, I'm like, there just really isn't that much going on there, you know. Like, I mean, not even just Rosita, like really all of Alexandria, but Rosita specifically, like, she's a character who I think should get more interesting, or should get a more interesting arc. So it does look like this episode is going to have a pretty good story for her, and then also just the Alexandria in general. Back over at Meridian, you can see Maggie here, Maggie and Gabriel. So it looks like they're like at the wall, or they're trying to like get inside of the community. I really wonder what their plan is. Like, are they just hoping for the walkers to take out everything? Because they're really coming here shorthanded, like in terms of people. Like, yes, they have the walkers on their side, which obviously will help, but yeah, this is pretty risky. We'll see what happens. You got Rosita here fighting a walker, which is pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, some cool stuff over at Alexandria. You got Daryl and Leah here. Something like, I think they set off like an explosion or something like that here. Probably maybe to attract the walkers or something. Over at Alexandria, you can see the walkers are actually inside of the house. Like, you got Judith and Gracie here, and they see this walker. So yeah, this really takes me back to like classic Walking Dead, when you have like walkers like taking over houses and communities and camps and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets bit. I mean, yeah, it's pretty dangerous, and I think if they're going for that classic feel, yeah, somebody will probably get bit. I mean, I don't know who it could be. I don't know. Who do you guys think it could be? Like, could you imagine if it was Virgil? That would really suck, because I was just talking about how he knows about Michonne, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that, because I think all Walking Dead fans are sort of like waiting on Virgil, like giving the group information, and now I'm worried, like, what if they take him out? But we'll see what happens over at Alexandria. Like, maybe everyone will be okay. We don't know. I mean, we'll see. And then you get some more shots of some of the action going on at Meridian. You got Pope. He's talking to his group here, and he's saying, I skipped over that part, that was a little while ago in the trailer, but Pope is like talking to his group saying the enemy is close, they will not escape this time. And there's some more, like, there's like quick action shots of like Gabriel and Maggie. You got, so the group is like fighting, and you know, there seems to be like a I think what's happening is Maggie is probably trying to work her way around to getting inside of Meridian. I don't know if that would be kind of crazy if like this group takes out all the Reapers, or I think they're gonna rely more on the walkers to do it. But yeah, so we got like a battle going on here at Meridian. But and then the trailer, we also get like two quick shots of like Daryl and Leah. There's a lot of emphasis on them, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of like tragic moment between those characters. Like, Daryl, I think, cares for Leah. It's hard to tell with Daryl because he's like so like, you know, he doesn't really show too much emotion, but I'm pretty sure Daryl cares for Leah. You know, Leah obviously cares for Daryl because she protected him last episode. So we'll see what happens, but all I'm saying is I could definitely see a tragic moment between these two. And I don't even know if the Reaper arc will end this episode. I just assume that because it's the finale of part 1. You guys let me know what you think is going to happen in the comments down below. And then we saw this in the trailer, which is what I wanted to talk about earlier when I said Michonne's katana. To me, I don't know, the way they film this makes it seem like it is. I mean, I don't think that's Michonne, but it does make it seem like they're trying to emphasize this thing with the katana, and I don't know, I kind of got that vibe. You guys let me know in the comments down below. It could just be like any random sword, who knows, but I'm pretty sure that's Rosita. I think it's Rosita, so it does seem like Rosita's gonna go out there and fight the walkers, like possibly like Rick style. Remember at the end of, I think it was like season 6 episode 9, that episode where all the walkers came into Alexandria. So like remember Rick went out and then he started fighting all the walkers on his own. Well, everyone kind of joined him afterwards. That was such a good episode. Wow. I just remembered how good that episode was. But Rosita might do something similar like that, which is great because like I've been saying that, they need to do more with Rosita. But I don't know. I don't know if there's an emphasis here on that katana and, Virgil being there. We'll see. I mean, it will be interesting if that is actually her katana. But yeah, overall, great trailer. I am super hyped for this episode because it looks to be like a big episode on both parts of the show, like in terms of Alexandria and the Reapers and Meridian. I didn't see any Commonwealth stuff in this episode, in this episode's trailer. But it is the end of part 1, so I would be kind of surprised if there really is absolutely no Commonwealth stuff at all. I feel like there should be a little something in there. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. What did you think about the trailer? Super excited for this episode. Be sure to stay tuned throughout the week for more Walking Dead videos by hitting that subscribe button. I am going to wrap it up there for this video, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.